Combing your hair with your hand gives me feelings I don't understand. Combing your hair with your hand gives me feelings I don't understand. You do this thing when you're biting your lip. It's driving me crazy just looking at it. You know me better than I know myself. I don't wanna live in a world without you. You do this thing when you're biting your lip. It's driving me crazy just looking at it. You know me better than I know myself. I don't wanna live in a world without you. World without you. Driving me crazy just looking at it. World without you. Driving me crazy just looking at it. You do this thing when you're biting your lip. World without you. Driving me crazy just looking at it. Driving me crazy just looking at it. Combing your hair with your hand gives me feelings I don't understand. Combing your hair with your hand gives me feelings I don't understand. You do this thing when you're biting your lip. It's driving me crazy just looking at it. You know me better than I know myself. I don't wanna live in a world without you. You do this thing when I'm talking to you, like everything freezes and it's just us two. You do this thing when I'm talking to you, like everything freezes and it's just us two. You do this thing when you're biting your lip. It's driving me crazy just looking at it. You know me better than I know myself. I don't wanna live in a world without you. Give it to me like world without you. Driving me crazy just looking at it. World without you. Driving me crazy just looking at it. You do this thing when you're biting your lip. World without you. Driving me crazy just looking at it. Driving me crazy just looking at it. You do this thing when you're biting your lip. It's driving me crazy just looking at it. You know me better than I know myself. I don't wanna live in a world without you.
Girls frontline. Yeah. What is that? How you? Whatever the fuck. Hello, Ellie. Welcome back. Feel so honored. Why so? What, because I remembered you? Okay. Springfield. What are you posted on Reddit? Oh, that could be a good thing, that could be a bad thing. You read it. Alright. Sketches are done. weekly one. Reposted it? Well, as long as they credited you. That's a big thing. But that's also if they know that you're the one that made it. 40. Water. I don't have any particular team that I'm grinding out, trying to make right now. I'm sure most likely I've got enough characters to make some teams, but I haven't gone that in depth yet. Just want to finish up doing the actual campaign first. Go for the min-maxing. I don't know if you can even call it min. Yeah, you do a 10. Do 10 pull. Another nemesis. Cycling. Huh. My platoon only has like 4 people. This one. And we'll have nemesis. There's one thing I've noticed is keeping up with all the characters, like keeping max level and stuff, is a real pain in the butt. So the ones I use often, I try to hit first. 3. these two and Wolfney I try to keep. Kind of. Happy we don't have to unlock the weapons coming up as well. That'd be such a pain, yeah. Gun smoke each week. Oh, that's good. Another 5 days. That for all the members in the platoon I'm in. Bacon is another streamer. Night Night's another streamer. This I don't think he streams. But Bacon's the reason I like got into trying out the game. It did. Whenever it comes down to like spending money on a game, I did get the month-long thing, and I might bother like just keeping that up and just hoarding the tokens until something I really want comes out that uses just those. $5 a month's not that bad. It's only $5 a month. And then once I maxed this out, once I got up to 60, it's like, okay, I'll bother buying it so I can get all this extra shit. The weekly. But I don't know. I might roll for Yahoo or who how you or where the other name is. Hoo ha. Like there's none that I'm super particular about. Hey though. How you doing? How's the arching stuff's been going as well? I saw you posted again, I think earlier today. Goes to gotcha. Gotcha goes okay. Did a roll here. Started a stream because I had the stuff to do it. Hey, yeah. Mentions Wilkin. Alright, yeah. That's about the same. A lot of games that have like battle pass sort of things, I'll bother with the battle pass whenever I max out, like on a once human whenever I was playing the hell out of that. Once I maxed out the battle pass and I'd bother buying it. Good old D&D. That is always a good question hearing somebody's coming out. Oh, not the lot. Alright, so starting off with this. Remember right, dude. That, but then done. He lost the kitty, but it came back. Sadly, I died, but I survived. Big rocks. Helena leans over the railing on the edge of the platform and stares hard at the rock next to. My thoughts wander as I gaze at her back. Push her. Like really skipping from what the hell is happening in the last chapter to going on now. Too close, Helena. Don't fall. Reaches over the railing to touch the rock. I grab hold of her while I'm still lost in thought. Oh, that's like a good relic to have there. Family heirloom. Present. Are you going to give it to Copley? My first D&D character was a cleric. Yeah, I like them all. I like all of them. Issue with Copley. Speaking of which, Nemesis mentioned she had seen that symbol before. Also Groza. Too many things have happened recently. All important things. But even as we tried to solve a problem, a new problem would arise. This is just utterly bullshit. Thinking in angst. Up. Hmm? Interesting. Whenever I started off with D&D, that was so long, but it was just myself and the DM. Then eventually we gained two new players, finding out that they were into the same shit and stuff. And it wasn't until like a year before I left that school I ended up graduating. I did 1 year of high school, about 1.5 years of high school, and then the rest of it was done in the area that I'm actually living in now. But we only started off with whatever the hell the DM guide and the monster manual and the player handbook had. A little hard to hear me over the music. Hey, JP. Welcome, readers. My name is Magali. If you don't happen to know that, you can just call me Megs. I play video games. I do stuff in Blink. I torment Jake. How everything go with the Dark Ages? You managed to 100% the one level that you were on, or are you gonna have to go back and do that again to get all the stuffs? Last I saw, you'd picked up a ruby. You can hear now? It goes okay. How everything go with the last level you were working on? Too high. Could be dangerous. That's cool. Just a couple of things, but 94%. Okay. That's probably like just one thing you missed then. Last I saw, you picked up a ruby. Helena opens her arms. Who taught you this? Can't be culping. Getting there, yeah. 7 more left. I mean that this is a secret weapon she'll put to use in our next battle, then I hope our next battle never comes. No, that's not the point. We still don't know what happened to Colleen on Colleen's end. However, since she hasn't contacted me yet, means things are still under control. Helena stares at me for a while, then seeing that I'm ignoring her, she pouts and drops her arms. Walks up to me and tugs at my sleeve. Hang on, I'm getting a call. Rosa? The timely comms notification draws Helena's attention. Stops jerking my arm. Bad time to stutter. Something came up from the surveillance? The reason why she's outside? What?
These ratings are off the charts!
How much pussy does this motherfucker get?
We read zero pussy, ma'am.
Dear God.
I'm happy I got that one. No problem at all. All the ones that are on my Mix It Up redeems for the video ones, I have sitting on my PC somewhere, as they have to be actually being latched onto by the or pulled out by the Mix It Up command. And the thing is, most of them I clipped myself. Philippines IFF data registration done. Alright, get ready to move. Ensure Philippines safety. So it seems like they haven't. Call ends. Having kept quiet for a few, on and now waves frantically to draw my attention. Rosa and the rest are leaving the MBV. You need to go back. Okay, so they're back at the MBV. Sandstorm blows across the roof of the Elmo and into whipping large chunks of rock debris. I pull her away immediately. A piece of debris leaves a small cut on her arm, but she doesn't seem to have noticed. When she has regained her footing, she looks up at me. No, you point at the cut. Anna looks down. But she immediately shrugs her arm off, jumps back, shields with a hand. What can be? Wound doesn't look deep, but better go back and have Coldney take a look. Helena is panic stricken. She glances at the large rock next to the railing. My attention is still focused on the cut, oozing blood just goes, already starting to heal. I'll think of something to give for a present. Let's head back first. Helena responds immediately and runs back towards the elevator. I'm still rooted to the spot as I watch her run off. Vitas? I'm thinking. And we've got our first ads coming up. 3 minutes. May more grant salvation to follow his revelation and shall bestow light. The small friar coming to meet. Where is leader and the other? Curly, report on the situation ahead. Wave of enemies is approaching, but the target hasn't escaped yet. Copy. All units in operations. Going to jail. I think Bacon told me for Warner Bros. Doing the hards on chapter 7. Point. As well, since oh, killed off by Cheetah. Nemesis. But erosion to the Hey, Judd. Thank you. Okay. No problem at all. Oh, around us. Filthy Vepley. Provide cover fire for Krolik's retreat. Two enemy units remain. Retreating. Waffle. Hey, Scotty. Nom nom nom. Ailing, have you sent a message? Counting the... Let's go with 10 collapsed pieces total. Should be enough for... Don't move around like that. I'm still wounded. Girls that get the target. Ailing purses her lips and bursts out laughing. Sees. I know a lot of people are waiting for as a banner. That's just Lena joking around. Don't pay any mind. Suddenly struck by a thought, Mailing runs a search on the almost main terminal. We're sorting supplies in the storeroom back. The last time Lena contacted us, she said that the matter with their investigation was getting a bit out of hand. That she wouldn't be contacting us anytime soon. But it's been less than a week. They'll probably need more time. I glance at Helena next. Pay close attention. Scripted message. Her arm has been carefully dressed by Copley, not on the bandage. Right now, Helena is reaching out with her bandaged arm, trying to catch the dust stain. Somebody flashbang. Back then, despite the mockery, Copley's hands were still incredibly gentle. Stop moving. Grab Helena's waving arm, tries and fails to struggle free. Her gaze shifts over to the Any losses? About to jokingly say, just some ammo. Tell them to come to the ops room. Start the vector engines in sync and move at the highest possible speed while ensuring that the vector engines function normally. Somewhere that's not here. Mailing looks down and concentrates on working at the main terminal. Warm, soft, the texture of the skin feels no different than any other. Let go. Helena, want to go rest? You were talking about presents for Copley and Bepley. I've got Copley, but there's still Bepley's. Galen got a batch of supplies a while ago that haven't been. It's all stored in the dorm's miscellaneous. Perhaps there will be something there that Bepley will. But they're going to be distributed. Mailing might take them away if you don't hurry. Helena runs towards the entrance of the ops room. Maybe she could find some treasure in there. The important thing now is that Helena can stay here. What's going on? like one of the. With Crows in the lead, the dolls enter the ops room. Krolik and Nemesis have the dark figure sandwiched securely between. Krolik's hand is clamped tightly. The back of Epley is dragging Copley by the hand. Copley seems tempted to jerk her hand, but she still follows the rest of them. I like these sort of, I like the good work. This is. I glance at the dark figure under Krolik's firm control. Seizing an opportunity, the dark figure twists her joints backwards, breaks free from Krolik and Nemesis. The dark figure stops struggling. Her brown hair falls to her collar. A gentle smile fills the female look. Her clothes are soft and have sheen to them. Her limbs are covered in the same kind of fabric, but the protruding joints flash with metallic glint. With a metallic glint. She slowly raises a hand. Nemesis grabs the dark figure's arm. Fabric covering her wrist slides down. I notice the exposed mechanic. Not unusual to replace lost body parts with artificial ones. Combined with the logo we saw and suspicions regarding the robed worshippers' identities. So, ether. Early, well, roughly hour. Auto. Don't know. I am affiliated, having sponsored, which to call it, with the Dragon's Treasure, soap, coffee, a few other things on the website. Magallian in all capital letters. Post that link. 10% off your order. Also, made a little thing that scroll left hand corner of my stream. Your logo. Anything other than just website art is something to sort of show for it. Oh, and also got M137 Sean off the shoulder. So. Bepley skips several steps forward, dragging Copley. Copley tries and fails to shrug her off. Stealthily and Vepley walk past Krolik to join. Stealthily looks up. Her gaze sweeps over the dark figure before darting quickly to Groza. Her gaze then lingers on me for a few seconds. Meet her eyes, drops her head. Krolik's eyebrow twitches. The surrounding Snyder is still smiling serene. Her hooded eyes are fixed on mailing at the terminal, then on the main terminal. Noticing the shift in her gaze, I also look at the main terminal. She does not seem to have any intention to attack. Still observing her when the ear-splitting alarm sounds on the Huh. Is this really level 2? Are you sure we're at the right place? Yes, stay alert. All units, prepare to repel the night electronic attack. Hey, Bungle. Welcome, Raiders. My name's Ongoing. You just call me Mags. Play video games. I do stuff on Blender. Sometimes tinker around in Unreal Engine. Welcome. How everything go in Cyberpunk? It's just a broken biscuit, though. Titus. Love Girls. I haven't played Girls Frontline 1. I picked up 2 here because I watched a friend named Bacon play it. Interested in checking him out. He also does VR stuff. Okay. So the Girls from 1 version? Oh yeah, that game is a bit long. cosplayer. You make your own costumes. Oop. Just in case you have a channel. Now, Arknights. That's another game I've watched. Arknights. That one looks pretty interesting. I tried to maintain only one sort of a gotcha game at a time. And thank you very much for the follow as well. I don't do anything with it. I do think I do have an account, but that was just because I was in contact with an old friend, and then it just sort of dropped off the face of the earth. I guess they found something else in their life. I'm not gonna judge. Moving on. 13. X and int. Okay. Up to nothing. Just working on getting through chapter 8 on the second part of that. Did a roll earlier, got that's one thing I thought about getting in cosplays because I know how to. So a lot of times I do my shit by hand. Don't trust having a sewing machine household with. I use often. But sewing is a great skill to know. At least for me. How's everything going with you, Rin? Just saw your message, Rin. Yeah. I have to say that is a little bit. I'm live here, so my poll is during your stream. I told you I had close to 20 megabytes per second right now. Sitting at about 14. Streaming both to Twitch. That one's. If you're using a wireless connection, that's affected. But pretty sure you say you get probably wired connection. I will strongly recommend going with a connection when it comes down to streaming. Well, when it comes down to anything in general, when it comes down to fucking around the internet. But of course, that also runs the financials for the house. Right now, for the stuff I have with through Comcast, but I have Comcast and I pay about $30 a month for 100 megabytes download with about 20 upload. Your household is using Comcast, or even not even using Comcast, but something definitely firmly recommend. Whoever does pay the check any packages that might be open. Having the wired connection. Is it because of where the modem or hotspot or whatever is located? I also have that. Sometimes have to. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Yeah, my stuff is cutting out. Might be a large crackle. Hello, 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 hello. Bad. One problem with my setup is the mic arm I use, leave it out, so the wire gets moved a lot. That and it's an old as hell mic. Doo-doo-doo. Hmm. Test, test. Hmm. What's doing this? Another thing that always fucks with this stuff is stupid Windows update. Enemy assault has been successfully repelled. Preparing to infiltrate Nider's virtual cognition. Leader, you finished so quickly? Let's leave this place. Disconnecting from level 2. Yeah, I think it's something either with a Windows update that I did yesterday, or maybe another issue. Hmm. Welcome back from ads. Everything's test. Taco. Hmm. So it's sort of cutting in and out on when it cuts off for me. Hello, hello. Up, up. Dooby dooby doo. Okay, that might be better. Problem is, kiddos in the background, so watching Bluey on the TV. So it's hard to say what's keeping it actually quiet. Yeah, I'm watching a mic. I see whenever it's live, at least. Adjusting the open threshold for my noise gate. 29. Hmm. Alright, that seems to be a bit better. Meow meow, meow 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 meow. Up it up. Oh, actually forgot about music got paused too. The old loading thing. That's like the only thing that I wish I had like a extra room for just a streaming room. I don't have to worry as much about background noises. But at the same time, it's sort of nice knowing what my kiddo's up to and what he's watching on the TV. And of course, that brought along another problem. I see that my shit froze up. Potentially, yeah. That's probably one thing I absolutely hate about if you keep your drivers and Windows updated and all other shit, doesn't mean everything is going to work properly after each and every fucking update. And particularly since Nvidia has recently been spotted threatening media outlets for making negative, well, putting out negative press about their recent updates. Nah, thank you. Actually, the boop redeem is him.
Boop.
Boop. And also, he's in the picture that's my profile picture for Discord. I just can't find that picture again, so I refuse to change my profile picture. Yeah, just opening Monster, but I'll drink others. Thanks for the hydrate. Alright, another story node. Well, it's free collapse pieces for rolling on the banners. Cut off the MBV's network connection, screen out full band signals, and initiate a signal jammer against Niter's signal. Yee. With her hacking attempt thwarted, Niter sits half sprawled on the floor. The same serene smile on her is still on her face, but her eyes now have a vacant look to them. Nemesis, Krellick, restrain Niter. Niter, answer my question. Oh, Niter. Okay, so it's Niter, not Niter. Niter. Krellick bends down to pull her up and pins her against the wall. Ooh, woo. Krellick taps Niter on the back, but Niter's smiling face shows no reaction whatsoever. Ah, Caramel Denson. I remember when that first was a big meme. Nita remains utterly still and silent. Stop her from moving, Krollik. Mailing, have you found it? Oh. Clicking back and forth between stuff. Grezza walks over to the main terminal and takes over from Mailing. Mailing hurriedly makes for the sliding door, taking care to lighten her footsteps as she passes Neder. Do you need Vepley to help you carry equipment? Vepley lets go of Gulpney and keeps a hand on the bow that is threatening to come loose on her head. She jogs a few steps and catches up with Mailing, who is standing at the ops room entrance. Gulpney's hand stops in midair, her fingers curled. Then she drops her arm. Grezza is focused on the monitor at the main terminal, seemingly oblivious to the situation over here. Gulping. Gulping looks up and meets my gaze as I suddenly call her name. Time for me to sleep, have fun. Alright, you sleep well and pleasant dreams at all. Always nice seeing you. Oh, even better whenever I get to catch you doing the artists. Give you another shutout. What else do you know about Neder? And no problem at all. She immediately tries to avoid my eyes. Her gaze rests on Neder, who is being pinned against the wall by Krolik. After the brief scuffle, some of Neder's clothes have slid off, exposing skin that both looks and feels exactly like a human's. How would we know that unless we touched them? Everything. Where she sits in Paradies organization, why she's stationed here, what causes these incidents where they are unresponsive to external stimuli, and whether or not she and those people in robes around her are truly from Paradies. Krolik. Gulfin. The information you have is absolutely paramount for dealing with Creefium. Only with enough information can we guarantee success in getting rid of them, including Creefium. Yeah, exactly. Then, have you seen this symbol? Using the main terminal, I draw a symbol formed up a circle and sharp spikes from memory. Gulfing. What's your communications code? After some hesitation, Colfin finally relents and picks up her communicator. Got it. I'll send it to you. I update the comms code under Colfin's name, then send the symbol I just drew to her. Colfin opens the message right away and takes her time reading it. After turning off the screen, she caresses her communicator and looks at me right in the eye. What exactly does that mean? Kofi. As you can see, Neater's not responding right now. Have you seen anything similar to this? What was she doing? Like a hive mind sort of thing? Nitus. Time, place. Are there any patterns? Meow, meow, meow. How did she recover from that state? And the head bats is. Rosa. Hmm. Hmm. What have you got, Groza? There's a lot of meters, okay. Finally said something fucking normal. She's all embarrassed. Coldney is just about to tell him to stop, but then thinks better of it. She stands on the spot, looking at a little dejected. I rub my temples. Hold on, Nemesis, Krolik. Let Groza finish. I give Groza a nod. A source from where? So Periodius is indeed linked somehow. Rosa turns slightly at the main terminal. Her face is obscured by the light shining through the window. Yeah, that lines up with my previous conjecture. With the current information at our disposal, this can be confirmed. Groza. You've already gone through that. Groza is a level 2 layer Neater uses abnormal. Five days later. Okay. I think I cut her off. More. Sounds like a specific individual. What is the purification ritual? And we've got ads coming up about 5 minutes. Hopness stares at me with expectation. Paradius. Previously known as the White Faction, its leader, using humans as materials, created a great number of half-human, half-robotic Nidos. About 10 years ago, when the Neo-Soviets were in a pact with the URNC, Paradius caused widespread unrest in various cities, and Griffin was caught in it too. I participated in the operation to exterminate Paradius. To my memory, Paradius was completely eliminated. I tempered my expectations long ago. Unfortunately, we're faced with a worst-case scenario. Paradius was well and truly reappeared. Has well and truly written. The Nidos of Paradius cannot think on their own, and were comprised of primarily cloned female subjects. Their behavioral and operational modes are pre-programmed with the exception of a few special individuals. However, Paradius didn't plant nanomachines inside Nidos back then. If Neiters truly belonged to Paradius, it's been 10 years. They must have some development that I'm not aware of. A different system, a ternary system. No, that's impossible. It's impossible. Exclamation mark. Kralik, when you left, Nemesis said a few things that none of us understood. The guards combat squad. Nemesis, what do you think? And let me ask something else, Nemesis. It's not just that you've seen or are familiar with them. Were you formerly affiliated with them? This answer takes me completely by surprise. What's the deal with the guards combat squad? Is that really the meaning? Kralik, are you sure about that translation? Nemesis nods in affirmation. Alright. Well, Kolpny says she doesn't know, and Nemesis is no different. Who's next, Groza? Groza is still gazing at me in silence. She almost feels cold to me. Okay, it's alright. Then last question. The Lost Cavitas. Golfing and Nemesis, if you know anything related to Cavitas, I hope you'll tell me. Neither, who's still pinned against the wall, moves imperceptibly. Got 10 seconds till ads start. I wish the OBS thing actually updated properly. Sometimes it's delayed behind. Nothing. I'm thinking. I expected the answer, but I still can't help but feel a little disappointed. I thought we'd have at least some concrete information on Paradius after capturing Neater. While we do have some information, most of it's nothing more than speculation, and Cavitas. Or is it just Cavita? Place for no hero. This ain't no place for no better man. Place for no hero to call home. Balls. Alright, seems ads are done. Welcome in, Scoop DPS. Welcome, welcome. Baymax. How far am I in the game? I'm currently working on chapter 8. So I'm level 40, getting close to 41, I think. I think I'm on 8.3, a story node, and then 8.4 is a combat. But getting there. I just started the game about like 2-3 weeks ago. Yeah, Rin. I also wanted to make sure to try to hit you with a snip of showing you like what the hell I was talking about with the ad pop-up thingy. Yeah, Scoop. I like the Baymax PFP. Been a while since I've seen Big Hero in this early game. Yeah, I used some of the collapse pieces that I've gotten so far to roll on getting a Vector, and I managed to get her and her gun. I didn't get any repeats yet for fortifying and enhancing, well, calibrating. Hey Dale, how you doing? Good to see you back in the streaming game. Retired. Like my nuts. You go get food? Alrighty. We'll get the nummy nums. Yeah. Groza, how far are we from the previous dwelling? Global server? Oh, cool. What did you get? Multiple vector pulls, vectors in one pull? Not too far from then. Change of plans, Groza. Tell Mailing to come to the ops room immediately. We've got no more need for the signal jammer. Oh, congrats. I have not been super lucky with my pulls. Like, the most I've gotten is 2 purples in a pull so far, but like I said, I've only been like playing the game for 3 weeks now, so I'm a bit of a free-to-play player sort of guy where I won't dump a lot of money into stuff. I thought I heard some random noise. Other than Kurlik, who has to keep Nieder under control, the dolls, including Kulpni, all turn towards the entrance of the ops room with their weapons raised. Oh, damn, that's nice. So, did you manage to get all the way up to 6 before the end of the banner here? Or are you just gonna wait until a rerun? Hmm. Mr. Pizza. Yeah, neat. Yeah, they're causing quite the ruckus. Realizing it is not an enemy attack, Nemesis and Grows are lower their weapons. Gulpney waits a little longer before doing the same. That was quick. Acrylic. Hold neater back. But yeah, it's like whenever I did get a vector, then I did a roll on the standard banner. I forget who I got. I think it might have been what the hell's her name? The cat girl with the yellow and blue eye uses a machine gun. I can't remember her name right now. I don't remember all the characters' names right now, other than the ones that we constantly run into with the story so far. And hell, I can't even remember. I can't even think of the ice sniper that's on the other targeted banner right now. I can't even think of her name either. Unless I actually actively use them, or else I'm seeing them in the story. I don't remember their names right now. Acrylic turns slightly with her back to the door. They all fall down. With a creak, the slightly distorted door slides open. Vepley, Helena, and Mailing lose their balance and fall in a heap at the door, knocking down some supply crates and scattering parts all over the floor. So I do have Vepley. I think I actually got a V2 Vepley. What are you doing? I walk forward and put myself between Helena and Krolik. Yeah, the fellow that got me into this game, Bacon, Bakyn, he streams as well. Well, got me to even try this game. He said that she's sort of lackluster, so that's why I didn't bother using any of my rolls on her. No, if she comes up in another banner and it's a repeat of a character I already have, I'd rather get another character to work on at the same time. So I might roll on her then. Mailing tries to get up and check the supply crates. Bepley wants to help, but ends up pulling Helena's hair again when she lifts her arm. Oh. Copley pulls Vepli to her feet. Once Vepli has found her footing, Copley gives Mailing and Helen a hand too. Mailing and Helena let Copley help them up, while Mailing gets right into taking stock of the parts in the supply crates. Yeah, Vector has been like one that I've almost always put on the field after I got her. The AoE with continuous burn damage for the next 2 turns is nice. As well as the fact that she can pull a follow-up after her ultimate, so I like that. And in general, she just hits like a damn tank, even at V0 or V1, whichever way you want to put it for like starting off. Even with 2 people in the way, Helena still catches sight of Niter. But she doesn't show any particular reaction. Right now, she is clutching Copley's hand with both incomprehension and glee and refusing to let go. How about we use this chance to go through the IFF data re-registration? I take a few steps back to make room for Krolik so that she can keep a better hold of Niter. I also take the chance to change the subject. Alright, once I get through this, I'll shoot you a friend request here. Copley, we have some tough battles up ahead. If your affiliation is not logged in the Elmo, we've got no way of saving a backup of your neural cloud in case things go awry. Copley, the person who gave you this name would never wish for you to just disappear like this, right? At the far end, Groza remains silent at the main terminal. The 2 exclaim at the same time. Copley freezes and they stare at each other. I'll copy that right now just so I don't forget about it. Mailing, the mission has changed. I haven't had the chance to notify you yet, but we don't need the signal jammer anymore. Instead, we need you to try and rig up some sort of tracker for Niter and process the information left in her virtual cognition's image. Anyway, Copley, what were you saying? Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Scoops. Yeah, like I said, I just started the game not too long ago, so I'm only like 40, 41. But hey, once I hit 60, at least I'll try to keep good dolls lined up for other people to use. Or at least the best that I have at the moment. It's almost 60. Yeah, it seems like the grind from like 50 up to 60 is a bit of a grind. Will hit a wall. Alright, I sort of expected that. I don't mind that at all. Yeah, whenever I played Genshin Impact, I think I got up to 58 before I just got tired of that fucking community and decided just to delete my account. So, I don't mind doing the grind. Well, as long as you've known her. Cat just staring at me off to the side for some reason. Chi. Hmm. Alright. Yeah, only V6 I have is a cheetah at the moment. Groza nods. The flickering light on the monitor of the main terminal shines a faint red on Groza's profile. Finding herself at the center of everyone's attention, Mei Ling starts fidgeting uncomfortably with her clothes. So, how about the IFF data, Miss Important Copley? Hmm. Okay. Let's just say that you agree, Copley. Mei Ling, I'll have to trouble you with this. Hmm? Mei Ling immediately dumps the parts that she has not got around to inspecting back into the supply crate and dashes towards Groza. The parts make it crash as they land inside the crate. Groza tilts her head as if she has just awakened from a dream. Meanwhile, Mei Ling is Already standing next to her, her attention fixed on the blinking red light on the main terminal screen. Rosa stammers as the blood seems to drain from her face. What on earth? No, this isn't time to think about it. I must focus on solving the problem at hand first. Area of intrusion. Get Nita under control. Mailing. Immediately put a positional transponder on Nita. Analyze her neural module and logic, and clear the message records for the past 24 hours. Rosa, prepare for combat. No. I stare at Nita, who has gone quiet. Let her go. Well, that was interesting. Okay, boop 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 boom, back here. Oh, this is just stuff for the upcoming roles. Oh. Douche Naya? Naya? I don't know. Blah. Anything else change? No. Alright. Where was it again? Friend. Add friend. UID. There we go. There's a scoop. Ah. I've heard about her as well. That's some good stuff. Now for the more important thing, how's your curio display? You got the froggy, you got the doll, got two of her actually. Neat. Yuhi. Sparkling center stage. Well, at least on her banner you got Vatara and Senya. Oh, Centurici is another one that's coming up too. Probably actually roll on her. I know she's pretty good. Got Sharkery and Nagant on that one. Just accept. Hey. Then there's that Miracle Sweetheart outfit. Jesus Christ, that fucking thing. The Magic Love Gun. Now that is something that's I might be tempted to get that one just because of how fucking stupid that looks. I love it. Better refresh. Update. Ulrid. Expansion key nodes for Vepli, Latara, and Dayon. Diner Gate jump. I remember seeing the jumping thing from their Twitter post. Inverse Cipher. Intelligence supplies. The cat thingy. Okay. Sorry, I was just looking at the thing. Hey, Doc rated. Trippy rated. Yes, I get rid of that one. Go over to new for a bit. Hydrate. There we go. Got Hibiki in there, got you. Got Bacon. Noise. They done already? Oh no, I just claimed some. Okay. Nothing particularly outstanding with that. Need 30 more for that. Get both these knocked out, just get the shit done. I need to do those bounties at some point. I already used up those. Man, we're getting closer to 41. Hey, thank you very much for the UID there, Scoop. Nice to add you. Okay, so back only 13% done. Oh no, we're on 8.3. I thought we were close to 8.4. What is this? A sentry gun? Yeah, sentry gun. Then a bunch of just those guys. Another story node afterwards. It might just go up to 8.5 tonight. Since I don't think there's any other story things after this until they put a major update out, I guess. Oh yeah, I do the challenges and stuff like here or there on stream sometimes, but for the most part I use those to keep me occupied whenever I'm not streaming because I mainly want to keep all the story stuff on stream at least. Then afterwards I'll just figure out what the hell I want to do. Follow his guidance. We await his return. Ad Pluritas. Be running. Commander, Neater has been retrieved by our subordinates. Yeah, eliminate the high threat enemies and evacuate. Be careful. Let her go though. Doesn't that mean that we just I don't know. Eliminate the heavy machine gun in 1 turn. Well, 4 turns. Win within 6. Okay, evacuate everybody. Also have hard mode. Yeah, I do hard mode off stream as well. And I'll usually use a cycle between. Well, for now, it's just cycling between Bacon's and Hibiki's characters for helping me out with that, so they're getting some golds out of it. Boop, 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 boop. Get you up here. I do want to get that knocked out. Can I get all of them? I can get most of them this way. Yeah, of course, missing the damn. Need to get that sentry gun worked on. Can I reach it from there too? Yeah. Just noticed that there's a guy all the way back there on the evac. I'll get around to it. I'm not shy about telling people like, hey, I used your character and they were pretty badass. Let's see here. That could survive another round. Get this guy taken out. Actually, keep her sort of closer. Get rid of that for the one goal. And boop. Ta-da! Where does that lead to? Oh, I see what the hell that leads to. The conveyor belt there. Okay, vector. Is there a way to jump down over here? No, it looks like you have to come all the way back anyway then. Take her there. Kaboom. Can't. Not close enough to do that way. So we shall do this way. Punk. Still too far away that way too. Go Leon, and then Nemesis, of course, has to be the freaking one that's so far behind. Get rid of that guy. Cheat, I don't think we're gonna be good enough to actually get it all the way from start. Yeah, Nemesis is too slow with her movements. Well, too small in her move range. Probably not gonna get this done in 4. I think that was what the one was. Oh, 6. Okay, yeah, we should be able to get this done. It was 4 for getting the finish. Okay. So yeah, we can move her there. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. This is easy enough. I could just do this in one go. I'll replace her with Krolik. No, this is the first time I ever actually restarted one on my own. Most of the time, I've just gotten all three in one go, no problem. Yeah, retrieve, etc., etc. Just so I can see how it is. Here. Replace mine with yours. Then Crowley, you're going to replace her. There we go. That's gonna be good now. Screw it. Seems like he's gonna wipe them all out at least. Well, mainly higher level and having that. I'll see you have some of the cat outfit too. Oh, I had to redo it all over again with the challenges in general. Oh, that's why. Wasn't close enough to trigger them, that's why I didn't get their attention too. Now I'll get them alerted, so I'll start moving at least. Not close enough, not close enough. That's good enough. Now hit both of them. Boop. There we go. A little bit of the heels. I wish I hit both of them. Oh, Jesus. That was a stupid move on my behalf, wasn't it? I was trying to rush all the way to the end. It was a 0. I never actually had it end after one of them died. Did I miss that in one of the things? Victory. No, there's nothing saying that battle failure comes with you if you lose one. It'd be nice to know that though. Hey, new. Get in the middle of your ad break. Yeah, it's not showing anywhere that it's if you lose one, you lose the battle. Okay, that time I'll actually get all of them. Is that the one that you can get from the Glory shop? Just a pay one? Okay. Well, there were two pay ones. Technically. The one that's being advertised right now, and then that cat one. I'm saving up for the Glory Shop one right now. Let's change it this way. So, there we go. Boop. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Pretty sure, yep, that hits both of them. How did it play out this way this time? I actually got to wipe them all out in one round. Well, I think it was this time I actually managed to aggro these guys before. This is what I sort of was going for. Her to use her ultimate, and then I forgot that it doesn't have a follow-up. And then it retreat. But now it's just a matter of getting them all out. It's like I do like Nemesis, but her movement range is just bah. Almost 41, and I still don't have all my usual dolls up to friggin' 40. Three outfits in one. Okay. Alright, so we'll go up to 3-5 here. I think. Yeah, it jumps up to 41 here. So if I spend tomorrow, well, tomorrow's points on mainly upgrading while doing stuff to upgrade, then I should be fine. Then hit the switch. Alright. Sort of figured that'd be the thing to do. I just don't like messing with the extra mechanics unless I have to. We're very close to red zones now. The topography is different from yellow zones. Elena seems very excited as she leans against the window. Rosa is working at the main terminal nearby. I look back and forth between the two, observing them from behind. The red zone is just a name, though I'm not sure why. These high contamination zones are called red zones from the very beginning. Probably something along the lines of a warning. Score? Have you been playing video games with mailing, Elena? Elena immediately turns around and draws a large circle in the air with her hands. I've been playing games, okay. Mailing wanted to use video games to appease Kolpney. It's a miracle that Kolpney didn't leave again. Elena tilts her head in confusion. The scenery outside the window shifts continuously as the Elmo drives along. Elena soon redirects her attention to the view. H. Alright. Even if just a few tiny digits, it's always good to clean out. Coagulated. We did indeed guess that neither is similar to a Nido in that they are half robotic. But for collapsed crystals to appear on a Nido? There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with her responsiveness or expressions, so what was that just now? The ones I encountered and had intelligence on, no. With zero protection in environments with intense collapse radiation, they did not, or rather in the short term, they did not exhibit ELID symptoms, much less forming collapse crystals, which is a symptom of late stage ELID. New mod key? Alright, that's something to look forward to. But in various aspects, neither are still a far cry from the Nidos I've seen previously. I soon roll out one of my conjectures. With Helena engrossed in admiring the view, the ops room is utterly quiet. All that can be heard is the monotonous hum of the Elmo's engines. This makes for the perfect background noise while I organize my thoughts. Though I'd be more inclined towards the latter. If the one leading Paradies is still William, I doubt they would be suffering from technological deterioration. The target of my final mission at Griffin, William. This name brings back some very unpleasant memories. I bet I'm not looking too happy right now. Absorbing the population from habitable areas in the yellow zones, the Unitas, the purification ritual which carries an unclear meaning, Helena, the Borica, Helena mentioned, and finally Nieder and Amora, who are possibly new variants of Nido. If William's goal is to create a fully immune individual, Paradies would no longer be tougher to handle, would no doubt be tougher to handle than before under his leadership and 10 years of a redevelopment. Helena turns to look at me upon hearing her own name. It's nothing. You have no idea, kid. Besides bits and pieces of knowledge, you seem to have gotten better at expressing yourself, haven't you, Helena? A new notification appears on the screen of the main terminal. Helena runs over at once, trying to touch the screen. Helena struggles but fails to shake Groza off. She retracts her arm begrudgingly. By how much? Request coordinates after reaching 200% and set it as the target location. I studied the terrain through the window. The target location might be close to the red zone. Groza, tell Mailing to prepare all squad member equipment as per level 3 protection. Go find Mailing after the target location is confirmed. We've requisitioned the collapse radiation detectors that were missing for level 3 protection from Polonista. After confirming delivery, please have Mailing set upper limits depending on your respective body conditions. Please take note of the displayed value while in combat and retreat immediately when you reach the danger level. Rosa looks at me resolutely. It is an expression that I know very well. I encountered Rosa again in one of the ruins in the Yellow Zone about 10 years ago. Since then, I've noticed some changes in her. It is quite natural for the wear and tear of a doll's neurocloud to cause memory loss, which could lead to changes in personality as a result. Over the course of the last 10 years, I have thought about helping Rosa track down her neural backups stored in Griffin's database from her time in Griffin, but I never got the chance to do that. My resolve is always renewed whenever Groza makes this face. Since our reunion, Groza has been strangely obsessive about certain things, completely unlike the Groza I used to know. I wonder if this sudden obstinacy is being aroused by the face I made when I mentioned William just now, or... Alright. As always, I relent. Helena has started to get bored of the view outside the window, but she can't get past Groza, so she shuffles over to me and tugs at my sleeve. Want to return to the dorm? The chairs are fine for taking a break on, but aren't any good for sleeping. Get her beanbag chair. Helena is so tired she can barely keep her eyes open, but she is still adamant in her refusal. Just like Rosa. There's a blanket in the second cabinet to the left of that chair. Helena makes for the lounge. I repeat my answer to Groza. I can give you authorization to make the judgment call on when to retreat. However, I have one more thing I need to confirm. About what's happening with you. Any progress, Groza? Groza's reply is resolute and devoid of hesitation. I can't come to any conclusion based on such a response. Alright, tell me if there's anything. Also, pay attention to Nemesis. Even if it's not my style to be suspicious of my team members, if Nemesis once belonged to the Paradias Guards combat squad, whether willingly or not, she may have other motives for coming to our MBV. I suppose. She's a bit suspicious in terms of speech, no? In any case, it cannot hurt to be more careful in matters related to Paradius. Alright, so that's that one done. 8-4, then we'll go to 8-5, like I said, and then we'll call it a night. We'll do the other part on Wednesday's stream. Yay, actual combat. Lots of crystals here. Commander, we've arrived at the settlement near the designated target. Proceed as planned. Gather enough of the Unitatis clothes and prepare for covert infiltration. I failed to look at this, so achieve victory. No more than... Okay, so... I'm going to switch back to mine because it's a little bit cheatsy having such a high level person with me. I want to try to get through this with my own means. I do thank you, Scoop. Yeah, I am enjoying the story. Heck, my last couple weeks worth of streams have been going through the campaign. Then on days off, like I said, I do like the other things that won't progress the story. I need the target units. Where are all the target units? Just these ones? It would seem so. Okay, so how far can she move? Okay. Just outside her range. That one I can at least take down some of that shielding. Nothing hide behind. Okay. Doesn't reach that good. So I need to move it up one more. There we go. Always good to check the angles and dangles. No surprise, it notified everybody. Follow up with 2. Alright, so 2's the better one to go. I've always been sort of like confused about which one to go with afterwards. As to kind of. There we go, that actually gives everybody the buff too, so that's good. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, a snooper. Okay. There's actually more enemies than I thought initially. Oop. Alright, I see the ladder leads up there to get over this way. Move her up. Take the shot at that. Dang it, I hate whenever I do that. Okay, that's still enough to take that guy out. $20 in my pocket. Definitely want to get that one worked on. We'll take this one out. Close, but won't kill him. Oh, actually, boop. Activate. Oh, I see what I could have done there. Though that would have cut that off, so never mind. Okay, that'll be one knocked out. Okay, I'm sort of happy that they went for them. Don't like that happened though. You got the Velcro. Then again, she's not level 30 yet either. I still have to upgrade her and shit. Pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. Oh, we're done already. Okay. Oh, so I need to unlock more nodes on 2 buffs from anyone hit. Okay. Hey, level 41. So we at least got 41 before the end of stream here, but now I need to get all the stuff for actually leveling people. So only lost 1 unit, so that's okay. Still annoying to have lost somebody. We'll go through 8-5 here and then find somebody to raid. Commander, there was a minor mishap. We will continue gathering Peridius United's clothes. That is a weird combo there. Crumbling boulders, rolling in the thunder, tearing. Huh? What do you mean? Blaming me for tearing the clothes? Are you expecting them to just hand over their clothes willingly? Continue with your work and stay safe. Oh, wait. Okay, so actually, these guys hit a lot harder than I expected. I guess keeping 2 heals in the team isn't that bad. I'm gonna pop some tags. We got enemies all around us then. All around us, at least in the direction that going that way. I'll get rid of which pieces though. Trying to figure how I want to take this. It's not a whole lot of damage. Turn off this way at least. I want to get these 2 cleared out. Boom. Considering how much these assholes hit for, maybe have some defense helps. And heal. Take out 2 of them. Alright, so that's these enemies knocked out. Still have... Alright, just a rooftop there. There's 2. Got this one over here to finish off still. Damn it. So she's at least coming over here and being sort of useful and contributing. I get you up there, activate. I'm used to these not being red. That's what sort of throws me off a bit. Take the high ground and then shoot. Okay. Can she get up that way? No, she can't. Nah. Well, that completely eliminate that one at least. Turn. Don't even need to move her. Put some healing on her at least. Revenge. Ta-da! I still need to do Courtney's thing for being able to break through 40. Alright, so we got story node afterwards. Yeah, we could go through the story node and then that will be that. Status report. Prioritize acquisition of intel. Mailing will send you the MBV's coordinates in a moment. Retreat at the first sign of danger. The moment she saw the strange tower-like structures, Helen insisted on coming. I've already instructed her to listen to your orders, keep her own defense system in check, and don't do anything rash. Make sure to keep her safe while moving. Oh, so Helen is with them. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Bring her back safe, Groza. Even though we are using Mailing's encrypted channel, I will temporarily cut off comms in order to avoid the situation that happened last time. Make sure to report regularly. The safety signal is 22, and the SOS signal is 49. After receiving the latter, I will send over the drone. Rosa taps her communicator and ends the call. The outpost is bustling with groups of Unititas dressed in robes. Wearing similar robes, Rosa's team blends in with the crowd and slowly heads towards the largest spired building some distance away. Walking in the center of their formation, Helena stops from time to time and stares at the tower-shaped buildings in a daze. With her view obstructed by her hood, Krolik runs into her from behind. Hmm. Bepley looks back at the others from the front of the line and points at her own forehead. Mm-hmm. 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 Hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Hmm. Wow, that just suddenly got loud. A lot of stuff going on here. They all lower their heads at once and try to stay hidden. She looks like she's ready to pass the fuck out. Except for Helena, the soft light reflected by the glass spire glimmers in her eyes. I'm gonna sleep. Good night. Alright, sleep well and pleasant dreams. Scoop, thank you again for the follow and for stopping by. Thanks for the friend on Girls Frontline 2 here as well. Hmm. Curly whacks Helena on the head from behind. Hmm. Bepley turns her head discreetly and gives Krillic a thumbs up. Rosa, who has been observing her surroundings carefully from the front of the line, has finally had enough. She tilts her head and connects to level 2. Hmm. 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 Bong. And back to the same images before, except they're holding these. What's that all about? A sound from the distance interrupts their conversation. At the same time, the light at the top of the spired building flickers and shifts from the original soft white to a harsh silver. Seeing the change in the light, everyone around them stops in their tracks. They make the cross sign with their fingers and takes out something stored in a transparent container, lifting it over their head. Oh, this stuff that's inside the remolding pattern thing. Hmm. Communicating on level 2 has already made their movements sluggish to begin with, and the fact that they aren't lifting transparent containers over their heads makes them stand out from the crowd even more. The Unitatis around them slowly turn to stare at them in silence. Hmm. Rosa unhooks a detector from her belt. She copies the Unitatis and making the cross sign with her fingers with her head lowered and lifts the detector over her head. The detector looks vaguely different from the transparent containers in the surrounding Unitatis hands, but it does contain an epithelium. I always stammer on that. Hmm. Helena is still spacing out, so Krolik taps her and gets her to lift her detector. Vepley's just like staring at her like, wow. Maybe they were a bit too slow, or maybe their containers look a bit off. Unitas breaks away from his own group and walks towards them. He stops in front of Krolik. Krolik keeps one hand lifted, holding the detector, and pulls Nemesis forward from behind with her other hand. Nemesis is forced to stand before the Unitas. The Unitas' face is largely obscured by his hood, but he just stands there in front of the clearly suspicious-looking group, completely still. They start getting nervous. Underneath her robe, Groza's hand is resting on her weapon. Nemesis nods expressionlessly at the Unitas, her eyes calm. The Unitas looks at Nemesis, his gaze lingering on the epithelium in her detector for a few seconds. Hmm. The Unitus gives Nemesis a nod and returns to his original spot. The dolls stare at Nemesis dubiously. Nemesis only shakes her head. The sound comes again from the distance, and the silver light shining at the top of the spired building gradually fades. The procession resumes its movement. Nini. Keeping their detectors raised above their heads, the group follow the Unitatis towards the building with the inverted pyramid. The main entrance of the building is damaged and cannot close properly. The group file in through the door as part of the procession. Behind the door is a small cramped room. It is very dark inside the room. The procession stops. I gave everything. Muffled voices can be heard in the darkness. They seem to be coming through the door ahead of the group. It sounds like a large number of people repeating something over and over again. They cannot really make out what they are saying through the door. Faint rays of light shine into the dark room as the door slowly opens. The group look on vigilantly. Through the gap in the door, one can see a long and brightly lit corridor. It seems to be quite spacious. There is a large figure in the corridor, but only their silhouette can be seen with the light shining in their direction. The procession starts moving again. As each Unitus passes by the emblem on the door, they put down the transparent containers that they have been lifting and kiss the emblem reverently. Got ads starting in about 5 minutes. The group walk up to the door. Vepley turns her head slightly, leans in towards the emblem on the door, and quickly backs away. Following Vepley's example, the others get past the door without a hitch and enter the corridor. Unlike the building's ornate outer appearance, the stone walls on the two sides of the corridor are surprisingly crude. Probably due to repeated plundering, all the decorations and sculptures within the building have been destroyed. All that remains are the murals. As the group proceed down the corridor, the muffled voices gradually become clearer, but they stop the moment the group exit the corridor. The corridor leads into a large hall, which is strangely cavernous due to the loss of its interior decorations. Above the hall is an enormous vaulted ceiling, below which stands the looming figure. Now that doesn't look like good juju. It is a towering sculpture. Procession stops once again. A large crowd of Unitatis have gathered here, but the hall still feels very spacious because of the impressive ceiling height. The group study their surroundings as well as the hulking sculptures carefully. Calling it a sculpture might not be entirely accurate. Its outer shell is wrought out of battered organ pipes. There is an ornamental object on the top whose crude craftsmanship makes it pretty much unrecognizable. Hmm. The light shining through the vaulted ceiling illuminates the dust dancing in the air and caresses the exterior of the sculpture, lending this grotesque-looking object an air of eerie sanctity. A robed unitess who looks very similar to the others is standing not far from the sculpture. Injection. Groza looks around and pulls her hood down to hide her face. Okay, looks like the next one is going to involve a meter, then a story, there's some regular lackeys, a boss fight with sextons, question mark, a regular fight with some SMGs, story fight, and then again with sextons, question mark. Up to 43 though. So essentially I need to gain about 2 levels before next stream. Or get close to gaining 2 levels. Back for now. Welcome back, Hibiki. I am about to actually end off for the time being. I have 45 for that one. Alright, I didn't have all my characters leveled up to 40, and that's why I probably won't go until 44. Just so I can actually get these all done in one go. But yeah, so did some stuff today. Why is it showing me the bounties again? I already know about the bounties. Yeah, that was it for tonight. Platoon, something going down with platoon. Resupply. Oop. Why did I get did we level up? No, not yet. We're getting close though. Right now I'm trying to save up my stuff from here for getting these cores. And break-ins in a couple. So boop boop. 5,000 for that and 2,000 for that. Jeez, those are 20k each. Damn. We got 5 regular access, 5 targeted, 10 targeted there. Like this one took 15 just to get. Damn. But I guess that's used. These things, the special instructions, are used for upgrading the weapon. Basically, after I get what I can there, I'll probably actually just save up until we level up to get these things. Yeah, I see.
Kitty.
Yeah, kitty.
Dad, are you gonna wait out?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see here. Who have we gotten so far this month? So I think we're gonna raid Saya tonight. So raid message. Got the first message for those that are subscribed. You can use that. For those that aren't subscribed, you can use the second message. You can use the global emotes there, your own emotes, somebody else's emotes. I don't care. Just have fun with it. On Wednesday here, we'll pick back up with story going forward from 8.6 up, and probably get to the actual end of chapter 8 then. But until then, I'll see you guys around. Oh, it'll help if I actually started the raid too. Alright, again, thank you everybody for coming in, hanging out. Thanks to Bongo for the raid. Thank you Hibiki, Hadal, JP for the raid as well. Trying to think who actually talked. Jide, Scotty, Cetus, Scoop, Dale, and Anu. You guys all take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on Wednesday.